If your country, South Africa, which is one of the wealthiest sub-Saharan African countries, you guys should have great compulsory public education. If they did a good job for you Black Africans, you guys would be higher skilled than the people coming from Congo, the people coming from Zimbabwe, the people coming from Mozambique. So when they come in, they would occupy your low-level jobs and you would not be competing with them economically. That's number one. So the fact that you think you're competing with these economic migrants only reveals flaws in your existing system, which lets you know that the fat cats at the top, i.e. the white people and the Asians, little buddy, they're the ones that are milking your country and the resources. And some of them go by names like the Oppenheimers. Yes, some of them own entire mines. And it's so funny that the richest people from South Africa are the Elon Musk or the Oppenheimers, the whites. And you guys are so brain dead that you would like to attack your Black brothers who are in the exact same situation that you guys are in. That's true stupidity. I yield the floor. And you are one of the little whites.
There's a difference between running. There's a difference between running anti-immigration and anti-illegal immigration. Of course, there is nothing wrong with migration, illegal
but your
immigration.
Problem is not immigration nor migration.
I'm saying the issue is illegal. I'm saying amongst.
No, it is not illegal immigration. Your issue.
The group that you're talking about, that go and attack people, right? This is not majority of Black South Africans. This is what I'm trying to present to you. I can feel your passion.
If the majority of Black South Africans are not rotten just like you, why have they not stopped this vigilante group? If the majority of Black South Africans are not rotten, why have you, as a civilian, why has your government, as an organized body, not stopped this group? What are they called? Dudula? Is that what they're called?
Something Think about it. If our
Operation Dudula.
If our government cannot even stop a crime that is a blatant, that is in your face, right? That is not difficult to counter. Now you will say they must go after those people on the street. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the capabilities in both regards.
So
I'm saying this is
the incompetence. You're saying your government is
correct.
Okay, so
correct.
That's probably a bigger deal. That's probably a bigger deal than Shona people coming in and opening up shops. That's probably a bigger deal then.
A much bigger deal.
Then why are you guys focusing on attacking the Black Africans?
This is what we ask our Black South Africans, because this should not be the focus. This is what you are very black and white in the situation.
But you yourself said you want to reduce Black African, and African government's not doing anything.
No, there wasn't an umbrella organization.
I see. But the doula is years old. It's several years old. So in those several years, you've not created anything to counter their hateful behavior. You guys don't care. You're liars and you're an apologist. What you should be doing is trying to figure out, instead of making excuses for your filthy behavior of your countrymen, you should be organizing to stop that evil. I hope that every country in Africa sanctions you and condemns you. I hope that every South African around the world should be treated like those Africans there in your filthy country. I hope they're all tracked down and treated like the dirt that you guys fundamentally are. You guys behave just like the Afrikaners. You guys were waiting to treat someone else the way you've been treated. There is no excuse for your conduct. And all you guys do is try to be an apologist and defend your filthy acts. None of you tell the truth about what's going on. It's apparent. It's covered in the media. You guys lie. You lie. You lie. Country gets the most refugees. Is it in Europe since they complain so much? Is it in America since they complain so much? Is it in South Africa since they complain so much? Since you know about immigration and immigration policy, do you know who gets the most refugees?
No, in the world, no.
You know about immigration? Come on.
No, I don't know which country in the world gets the most. I would like to know.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to share with you. Iran gets
I can make a guess, but I do not know.
Yeah, Iran gets a huge number of immigrants, refugees, and they seem to have no problem with it. I think maybe it's because they're not a racist, hateful country. They're a country that respects the humanity of the people around them. But let me educate you on something very meaningful. And pay attention to this, my liberal friend. If your country, which fundamentally hates Black people, if your country actually did a good job at the basics, like education, and let's just throw in electricity since you guys are South Africans and you have load shedding, right? I forgot to throw that in there. You guys should probably be protesting load shedding. But let's just talk about basic education. If you guys got a quality education and you had high level skills, that means that you would be able to operate in a service-based economy or in the economy of the future. You'd be in high tech, you'd be in consulting. Yes. And what that means, my friend, when poor Black Africans come from places that you consider inferior because you guys think you're white Zimbabweans, you want to fight them for crumbs while you're dying of AIDS? That's what you want to do?
Look, no, I think you are, I understand, all your points are very sound, actually. But I'm saying you're making the same mistake that you're accusing Black South Africans of one blanket statement. You are also you're saying all Black South Africans have the singular viewpoint. It's just not correct.
I am saying that Black South Africans are guilty. You guys are guilty of being the most colonized Black people on the entire planet Earth. In your colonial mindset, you keep yourself oppressed. The whites don't even have to do it proactively. And because you guys are so oppressed psychologically, you become the overseer seeking to oppress the other Blacks that come into your territory, thinking that you are somehow above them only because you have been more associated, more proximate to whites. I go to many African countries, and the funny thing is when I get around the Black South Africans, who mind you are broke. All of you are broke. I've never met a wealthy Black South African, ever. But you guys feel so like, yes, well, I'm South African and I speak with a British accent, and oh, the other Blacks are so bad off in the other countries. Well, you guys are really resting on the idea that South Africa is a wealthy country, but y'all don't have the wealth. The whites have the wealth. So it's like you have this arrogance for you focus on things that are so irrelevant, but literally that which is killing you. And you have 5 people in your house. The data indicates one of them is dying of HIV/AIDS as we have this conversation. You guys also promote LGBTQ more than any other country on the entire continent of Africa, of all 54. You guys are
these are the agendas.
And don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt. HIV/AIDS and LGBTQ are major issues that you guys are ignoring. And I know because I've been there on the ground, and I've been in the halls of power, and I've been there among the wealthiest people in your country, and nobody cares. So
that's true. You will not hear me go against that.
Little black Shona. Little Black Zimbabweans. You want to fight them for crumbs while you're dying of AIDS? That's what you want to do?
Look, no, I think you are, I understand. All your
guys, you South Africans have gone into hospitals and you have kicked out sick Black people seeking treatment. You guys are devils. That's how I feel about it. You guys are devils.
That is devil behavior. That is true.
Yes.
That is true, but that is not all South Africans. But that is not all South Africans.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you why it is. It's all South Africans for the mere fact that we have never seen an organized effort to stop it. Yes. So I'll give you an example, madam. Don't interrupt me, young man. Silence.
All right.
Madam, if I'm standing next to a grown man taking advantage of a girl who is a minor, and I stand there and do nothing, can I rightly claim that I don't condone it? I mean, I didn't actively abuse the girl with him. I didn't actively lay my hands on her. But if I stood there, could I call myself a good person, a good man, while I watch the crime? You guys are all spectators of the crime. You're not good people. You guys are devils. And I will not call you anything other than a devil until you guys do something. And I pray that you guys are hunted. Wherever you are found outside of South Africa, I pray that you are all hunted. Until you guys raise up your voices against us, until I hear a Trevor Noah speaking against us, until I hear Elon Musk speaking against us, whoever else, SZA or whatever the hell that harlot is, whatever South African is outside South Africa, until they are pressured to speak up against us, they should be hunted. I can show you this moment, 10 videos of you Blacks hunting down other Black human beings and beating them in the streets for no reason other than they are immigrants. Now, hold on. Can you show me 10 videos of you guys hunting down whites and beating them in the streets?
Just one.
Could you do that?
What you're saying, this is the conversation we have amongst each other as Black South Africans.
I'm asking you a simple question, madam. I'm not asking you to give me all this unrelated stuff. I'm telling you I can find 10 videos right this moment of you Blacks hunting down Africans in South Africa who are not from your country, according to you, and beating them in the streets. Can you show me 10 videos of you guys doing that to whites? Yes or no?
No, not in recent news, but this, we don't condone. No,
yes,
I believe that.
Did you receive a good education? Yes or no?
By Western standards, yes.
Excellent. Now, when you are substantiating an argument, an anecdote or a story is insufficient. I can tell you an endless number of stories. They have no meaning. And what's more, they could be false. Now, you spoke of a zero-sum game, suggesting that allowing the Black Africans into South Africa would somehow take food out of the mouths of the Blacks that are already there. The Zulu, the Xhosa, and all these other tribes. But this is quite funny because if you look at who has the wealth in South Africa, it's the whites. So if your real goal is a scramble for wealth and resources, you would not be fighting against these poor Blacks who are coming into the country. You would be fighting against the ones who actually have the wealth, which are the whites. It is in your cowardice that you ignore the most obvious target if your actual goal is to secure resources. You are one of the greatest victims. You are one of the greatest victims. The greatest victims. The whites operate inside of your mind.